Firstly, framing. Miracle looks like at a dangerous situation, God will come and help you, or or very high levels of people will come and help you. Now we on to our arguments. Our first argument is people will get brainwashed and start to think illogically. Here's the reasons why. A. If people believe in miracles, they could be brainwashed into doing crazy and extreme things. For example, Muslim terrorists sometimes blow up people of other religions because they believe that they will go to heaven as a miracle. This will lead to a lot of Muslims blowing up a lot of people of other religions, which is very bad because it harms the society as more and more Muslim people will blow up other people, which is against the law. Now moving on to our subpoint B. Subpoint B. This will lead to people doing crazy things because they believe that it can lead because people then believe that it can lead to miracles. If people believe in miracles, such as praying to cure certain diseases, they will not seek proper science and medicine to actually cure the diseases in the logical ways. It's harmful to believe in miracles when normal hard work and science can resolve many other difficult issues. Instead of only praying to God when someone has cancer, the sick person should go to doctors and get a medical treatment. Instead of praying God going to a casino when someone is poor, that person should work harder to get a job and try to earn money. Religious belief, for example, like hoping miracle to happen, is very bad because if people believe in miracles, they will never do any hard work or to try a solution because people know that God will come there to help him or her. Subpoint C. It causes you to do nothing because you know even if you do nothing, you will still get a lot of things from God because people believe in miracles. D. Miracles destroy realities. A lot of miracles, they aren't based on the scientific evidence, so that means that miracles will actually destroy the realities, making people not think logically. They'll only think about the beliefs and the miracle in their religion, which is very bad. They will not seek any solution to the problem. Which leads to our impact. The main stakeholders is the religions. And then less people will join the religion because people know that if they join the religion, they will be blurred by a lot of miracle beliefs. So that means that there will be much more and less people will join the religion. Now moving on to our second argument. Our second argument is about how it harms religion. Here are the reasons why. A. It harms religions by reinforcing the stereotype that religions are built on irrational and fake propaganda. B. As scientists develop over time, it exposes what people believe as miracles in the past. For example, some early religions would sacrifice other people in order to ask the rain god of the rain for crops. Over time, scientists realized that raindrops come from rain clouds, and they started to use weather reports and technology to cause rain. First, therefore, believing in miracles was dangerous and wrong. So that's why we should not be blurred by all of these miraculous beliefs. C. Also, overly emphasizing miracles in spreading religions. It's actually very harmful to religion because people will feel that religion is fake or unscientific and relying on these miracles. So that's why we believe that it should be a pro ballot because a lot of times these religion and also these miraculous beliefs can be very harmful and also can be very dangerous. But for the sustainable growth of the country, we strongly urge a pro ballot. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Judge, ladies and gentlemen. The proposition is trying to tell you that miracles should not be emphasized in the spread of religions. My question is, if there are no miracles, how do you defy logic and science to then turn to religion? Won't you need a convincing factor that this world cannot provide to believe in something that you cannot see? I'll start with some rebuttals. The first proposition speaker says that people are brainwashed and think illogically and radically because of miracles. We believe that followers are able to discern what is right and wrong, but also using the legal system that has been determined by countries. The radical and extremist behaviors across religions makes up a very small percentage of believers, and it has been proven that rehabilitative methods help them to guide them on the right set of beliefs. The first proposition speaker has said that the emphasis on miracles can make people believe in unscientific claims or solutions that will not help the people. We believe that this is not true. Because miracles are often viewed as sources of inspiration and encouragement, they are additional hope given to the power to conviction. For example, stories of miraculous recoveries or breakthroughs can drive people to pursue their goals with renewed energy and creativity. Blending our faith with practical action. People can seek scientific solution and still hope for miracles. I'll continue with some substantives. The single greatest problem that plagues religion and its ability to bring people together is the doubt that divine figures exist in the first place. This is critical because, especially due to rising trends of atheism and the rise of science bringing newfound skepticism to religious teachings, and the number of religious people is at an all-time low. The emphasis on miracles is critical to instill followers with a deep sense of awe and reverence for religious teachings. The first argument will be about how miracles were the single greatest contributor to the creation of religious communities. When people are burnt out at their 9 to 5 job, and when the world is rife with suffering, people above all want to believe that there's some meaning to life's madness. They want to believe that there exists a higher purpose for them to fulfill. The problem is that religion is largely intangible and abstract. Miracles bridge this gap as the concrete proof that the supernatural and divine are actively involved in their lives. They are amazed and when they see breathing statues. They are amazed when they see bleeding statues. Tales of God's historical feats fill them with awe. This allows them to believe in the divine despite the mundane life and instills authority into spiritual leaders and increases their reach. This is important because communities are only formed when religious people can feel united under common belief and feel like the divine has played an active hand in their life. This activates the benefits of religious teachings because people respect and feel compelled to follow divine mandates like love thy neighbor. This instills entire communities with moral codes and make them the title. No, thank you. Makes them tighten it. Secondarily, this allows religions to actively recruit far more followers by pointing to tangible proof of divine miracles to bypass the rising skepticism of the world. The conclusion of this argument is that religious communities are larger, more tightly knit, and more moral on our side. And this is important since community is how billions of people find solace, peace, and social safety nets. The second argument will be that miracles, when they happen, bring massive fulfillment to billions of people. Why are miracles likely? People experience confirmation bias, so religious people are likely to selectively share, remember, and interpret events in ways that reinforce their beliefs. This allows people to see miracles in their day-to-day life, such as when they receive a generous seat from a patron or when they are called in for a promotion. Religious people are likely to see this as signs of divine intervention because they have heard of God's divine power in sermons, because they have heard of miracles befalling others in sharing sessions. Why is this important? When you are the recipient of a miracle, you see this as a sign that God is smiling down upon you. If you've seen and heard that your efforts of being a good person were validated by a divine being who has supported you the entire time, and you're being justly rewarded for it. This reinforces people's belief in the divine, encouraging them to continue doing good, and makes them feel like they are not alone in this world, that the suffering had borne fruit. This instills a sense of divine purpose in religious people, making them feel closer to God and far happier in their lives. So, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, we believe that the emphasis of miracles should be used in the spirit of religion as they instill followers with a deep sense of awe and reverence for their religions and bring massive fulfillment to billions of people. For all these points set with us, the motion march and will stand. Thank you.
Firstly, let me just emphasize the impact of what does the miracle actually have the most people. We tell you that actually many of those people, they won't just actually work for, they actually work for money, or they actually work very hard and they work over time to get the money. Instead, the problem is that they're just waiting for the money and they're just waiting someday to get told that their mom or their dad is suddenly turned into a billionaire and sometimes gives all of their money to you, right? To you, which is totally not realistic, right? The miracles are the things that are actually never impossible to happen. Those miracles, they are just simply very impossible to happen, and if people actually are believing in miracles and it's actually spreading the miracles by the religions, and then those people, if they believe in the religions, they probably believe in the miracle, right? And then they'll just always just like waiting for the money. If they don't have money, they don't work well, they go just buy the lottery or go gamble on the extreme cases just because they think that miracles will probably happen because they're just like working working for one reason. And then they just get the money and then they're just really lucky. Okay, so what's your POI?
You're over-exaggerating miracles. Miracles do not have to be big things. They can be small things to reaffirm faith.
We believe that if you just simply read the info site has been talking about miracles are those things that it's just unable to achieve and cannot be explained by literal science, right? If you just go and read the info site, this it probably means that miracles are just unachievable, and that they cannot be explained by science. And those miracles are mostly, it's not just it's probably those that there's a very low percentage that is that is going to happen. And I am not exaggerating. Just go look at the info site. The info site is just talking about this. Our opponents are also talking like the miracles can be inspirational to people on how they work, but this type of so-called inspiration is extremely dangerous. Instead of people working hard to develop the science and then to solve the problems, for example, like jobs or having less money or having some problems in the like in the society, what will happen? They'll just pray harder, but they'll just pray harder and then like even burn money for the gods. Right?
POI, sir.
They'll just like they'll do nothing else. Practice like that is not just like they'll do nothing. That is just they'll do things that are not just practical. So science never progresses, and people just try to pay harder. So what's your POI?
You have said that miracles have to be extremely good, and because the info site says that they cannot be explained or achieved. But like a sudden offer of a job with high
I'm sorry, it's
pay high pay is also a miracle since it cannot be explained and you're exaggerating.
Okay. So we believe that for many of those like small things are miracles. No, even though if those are like small things, people won't believe them. Instead, they'll just believe in the miracles that is actually are going to affect them a lot, right? Even if the actually miracles is going to be small things and only going to be like small things, they still have no impact on what those people. If they don't have money, they'll still just to pray for those gamble because those miracles that are bigger things still exist, right? It's not just like everyday thing or just like very little, but instead many of them exist. So what's the impact? Firstly, for many of those people, when they get cancer, then they'll just never just like solve the problem. Instead, they will never go to a hospital. Instead, they'll pray. And now I'm going to talk about our second argument, which our opponents failed to respond. On our side, we believe that it actually harms religion. In the spread of religion, we told that actually in the spread of religion, instead we tell you that it harms religion because it reinforces the stereotype that religions are built on like fake propaganda, and then actually miracles are just totally fake propaganda, and then this actually harms the religion. And another important stakeholder is a person that wanted to join the religion, but simply because of the fake propaganda and the miracles, less people is going to be joined. So judge, we believe that the impact is very hard on our side. A lot of the stakeholders is being harmed. So judge, please vote for provinces, I think.
The government continues to peddle the claim that miracles bring more good harm than good. I mean, yeah. However, the government is not giving miracles the credit they deserve, especially when we are referring to divine existence and religion. Miracles are what shape the religion, and without it, we lose the essence of religion. I'll begin my speech with some rebuttals. Opposition says that believers will over-rely on miracles. We have said that believers will seek practical solutions on top of miracles, and we do not belittle our believers by saying that they are practicing blind faith. As we have already said, miracles are often viewed as sources of inspiration and encouragement. They can empower individuals to act with greater confidence and conviction. For example, stories of miraculous recoveries or breakthroughs can drive people to pursue their goals with renewed energy and creativity, blending their fears with practical action. It appears that the government has not listened to our points. The government intentionally avoids the point that miracles may make up significant parts of a religion's history and culture. The emphasis on miracles can make people over-reliant on these miracles in times of need, making them neglect their normal duties. However, miracles have significant cultural importance in many religions. Many cultural traditions have histories of miracles that have shaped their teachings and practices. This is very significant as it shows that miracles are a key part of religion itself, not only aiding in the spread of religion, but becoming a core part of the religion's morals and values that is an aim of religion. Thus, if they oppose, no thank you, sir, miracles aiding in the spread of religion, they may undermine the key morals and values that make up a religion. Take, for example, the parting of the Red Sea, a miracle that saved the Jews from the oppressive Pharaoh. This miracle marks the journey of resilience and hope for many Jews who continue to face oppression in future events. Not emphasizing on miracles can only serve to diminish their faith in the religion and their identity as a community that could lead to disastrous effects on the people. Let me further elaborate through my substantives. Firstly, miracles help to enhance people's understanding of faith by providing a connection to the divine. Miracles can also reinforce the idea that faith is not just about abstract beliefs, but it can actually help them in their physical world, which deepens people's trust and faith in the religion. Miracles do not overshadow ethical teaching, but rather serve as a reminder of the power and presence of a higher power in people's lives. Miracles go beyond the beliefs of this world that we have and defies what scientific logic explains to us. Believers are reminded of the connectedness of living with a moral compass with divine favor, which encourages people to live morally and follow the principles of teaching behind the religion. Secondly, belief in miracles can provide comfort and hope in difficult times. Miracles can serve as a source of emotional and spiritual strength, reminding people that they are not alone in their struggles and their higher power is looking out for them. For example, miracles can offer reassurance to people who are struggling in life and remind them that they are not alone in their darkest times. In the resurrection of Jesus, where death is often seen as the end of the line to people, this miracle highlights that hope remains even when things seem like the end. It encourages new beginnings and promotes faith in positive outcomes, which improves mental well-being. Furthermore, miracles can motivate individuals to engage more deeply with their faith and religious community. They can encourage believers to work towards positive change in both their own lives and the lives of others. So, ladies and gentlemen, we can't lose the essence of religion and remove the emphasis on miracles. Miracles can help enhance people's understanding of faith, provide comfort and hope in difficult times, motivate individuals to engage more deeply with their faith and religious community, and make up part of a religion's culture. Remember, all the exaggerations are only a small percentage of believers. For all these reasons and more, side with us, the motion must fall.
Living on a prayer. This is a very, very famous quote in a song by Bon Jovi. And this is exactly what opposition world is trying to prove in this debate, Judge. They're making people live on a prayer, living on these prayers to their God, saying, "Oh God, please give me a miracle. I'm losing money. I need a miracle to save me, to make me rich again, to make me go back to a former glory, to give me a big miracle," right? This is what opposition is giving you, Judge. And we oppose this, right? I'll start off with some rebuttal, Judge, and then I'll move on to some weighing of this entire debate and why we win that way. And then lastly, I'll move on to the main clashes of this debate and why we win them. And then maybe if I have time later, I'll talk about the stakeholders. Starting off with some responses, my opponents were talking about how there'll be hope in difficult times. And while we agree that this can appear in the world, this is a symmetric argument, right, Judge? Why? The same can happen on our side, right? If these people are true believers, Judge, if they truly believe that their religion is they really believe in their religion, right? The same thing can happen without miracles, like without miracles happening, right? Or like without them believing in miracles, right? Judge, think about it. If they really believe in their entire, like, if, for example, they believe in Christianity, they may think even in hard times without miracles, right? They think God is still watching over me. Maybe he'll help me. Maybe he'll aid me. I don't need a miracle. I just need his aid, right? So therefore,
POI, sir.
no, thank you, sir. Continuing on with my speech, they were talking about how miracles can be small things, and this is not true. And even if like it's not a miracle, by definition, is not finding a banana on the street if you're hungry, right? It's like you're in the desert, you're about to die, and then you suddenly see like this huge desert oasis that can aid you for like the rest of your life, right? That's a miracle, Judge, according to definition. Now, they were also talking about how people will have a meaning to life and they'll believe in the divine, yet they were also talking about how they can tell the difference between right or wrong responding to our case. Now, Judge, this is a contradiction to each other, right? Because this is actually they can't tell right or wrong. Why? Because according to themselves, they have a meaning to life because of these miracles. Therefore, they are actually blinded by the beauty of these miracles, and therefore they actually cannot tell the difference between right and wrong. So my opponent's main points have fallen, right? Now, continuing on with my speech. Also, they were talking about how miracles are what shape religion, and that's exactly why they need to change it. In their speech, they were talking about how religion. Yes.
You have said that they live from a prayer, but we have proven that this is not what we are saying. It's not what we are saying. We have said that miracles should not overshadow what we currently have in science and logic. We believe in science, or we think that miracles are what drives people to believe in religion.
Okay,
Government is completely ignoring our point in this debate.
Thank you for your POI, and I already responded to that, right? You guys are talking about miracles. Miracles are dreams. Like they're things that you get out of prayers, right? So now continuing on, like with some weight, right, Judge? The benefits outweigh the harms, as like my reply speaker will later talk about. But my first speaker and second speaker are given layers and layers of evidence to describe why like there are more benefits. Now moving on to the clashes, right? It's the reliability of the religion, right, Judge? Right now they were talking about how religion is at all-time low. We're not disagreeing with that. And then they were also talking about how miracles are what shape a religion. That's exactly why they need to change miracles, right, Judge? That's why they need to get rid of these miracles. It's because miracles shape the religions that make these religions so unreliable, and that's why people don't believe in religions, and that's why religions are at all-time low. They need to change, Judge, and change quickly. So that's why we win this main clash. Now, moving on to the stakeholders, right? It's about the believers and the non-believers together, right? The believers aren't going to be distorted from the truth, as now that they don't have to believe in like, I'm going to be saved by a miracle. Instead, there's something more like realistically, like, and they can still believe in Christianity. They can still go, God is watching over me. He'll aid me in my times of need. They can still say that. They're just not going to go, God, just give me a miracle, right? And then, so in conclusion, Judge, what I've proven that my opponent's main points fall, and we win the main clash of this debate, and we also win over stakeholders. So in conclusion, Judge, please vote for government. Thank you.
Good afternoon, judges, ladies and gentlemen. We still feel that side proposition has failed to prove why the motion should stand. Let me reinstate the reasons why this is so. Let me start my speech with some rebuttals. Firstly, the proposition has said that emphasizing miracles may encourage people to rely on supernatural explanations rather than exploring naturalistic or scientific ones. This is not true. In fact, many scientists and intellectuals who have believed in miracles have also made significant contributions to science. Figures such as Isaac Newton and Blaise Pascal held religious beliefs and saw their scientific work as complementary to their faith. Their experiences with both science and spirituality demonstrate that belief in miracles does not preclude a commitment to rational inquiry and scientific exploration. How can government explain this? Next, the proposition has said that when miracles become the primary focus, it can distract from the core teachings and values of a religion. This might lead followers to prioritize miraculous events over other aspects of faith. This is not true. Miracles can be integrated into a broader religious context without overshadowing core teachings. In many religious traditions, miracles are seen as affirmations of or manifestations of the core principles and values of the faith. For example, in Christianity, miracles performed by Jesus are often interpreted as demonstrations of compassion, divine power, and the fulfillment of prophetic promises, reinforcing rather than detracting from the core teachings about love, forgiveness, and salvation. Next, proposition has said that if people believe in miracles, they can be brainwashed into doing bad things. This is not true. People can focus on miracles when related to faith, but maintain rational approaches in other aspects of life. Belief in miracles does not inherently conflict with logic or reason. The proposition is only focusing on the worst case scenarios. My first speaker has already talked about this. Next, the proposition has said that small miracles have no impact on people. This is not true. My first speaker has already stated that miracles can be small but impactful. Miracles can reaffirm faith in a person. The opposition is ignoring our point and exaggerating. The opposition continues to portray miracles as big things when they can be small in reality. No, thank you. The opposition said that proposition said that some people do not need miracles to believe in their religion. Even if this is true, a miracle is the perfect thing for a person to start believing in a religion. It can also reaffirm faith in times of need. The opposition is repeatedly exaggerating their points and also ignoring our points. Next, the proposition said that miracles are unreliable and that's why religion is at an all-time low. This is not true. The proposition is skewing our point to their benefit. We have stated that religion is at an all-time low because of scientific progress. Hence, miracles are required to solidify religious faith beyond what science can offer. No, thank you. We regret the proposition's dirty tactic to twist our words. On to some clashes of this debate. The proposition has said that the emphasis on miracles can make people over-reliant on these miracles in times of need, making them neglect their normal duties. We have said that miracles help enhance people's understanding of faith by providing a connection to the divine. This clash is about whether miracles have a positive or negative impact on believers. We take this clash as even if miracles make people over-reliant, some people need to have something that they can understand so that they can believe in God. A miracle is the perfect example of that. Additionally, the government has not addressed the fact that miracles are a cornerstone for religion and shapes communities for their identities. Next, the proposition has stated that there are other ways to spread religion and its values, like establishing religious institutions that are better than using miracles. We have said that using other ways might not be as effective as spreading religion through miracles. This clash is about whether miracles are the most effective ways to spread religion. We take this clash as miracles tend to generate stories of word-of-mouth excitement. People are often eager to share extraordinary experiences with others, which can lead to more people accepting religious beliefs. It is clear that miracles are the best way to spread religion. This concludes my speech. Thus, stand with us, the motion must and will fall.
Let me sum up both teams' points. We believe that miracles contribute greatly to the creation of religious communities through shared stories and experiences, and bring fulfillment to a lot of people everywhere. When miracles happen, it makes them happy. This is a type of confirmation bias which helps to believe that God has seen them in their struggles and has actually rewarded them. People think that the good things in life happen due to their faith and that the divine is constantly watching out for them so they feel confident and empowered. We also say that miracles make up significant parts of a religion's history and culture. Miracles enhance people's understanding of their faith by providing a connection to the divine, and belief in miracles can provide comfort in difficult times. The other team says that people who don't believe in miracles don't believe in science. Sick people should go get medical treatment instead of relying on miracles, and people won't believe in hard work as they think divine beings will help them. They say that miracles destroy realities and they aren't based on science as make people illogical. Now I will weigh the points of this debate, and I want you all to know why we will win. The proposition argues that a belief in miracles leads to illogical thinking and extreme behavior. They even try to draw a direct line between miracles and acts of violence, suggesting that people get brainwashed by their beliefs and act irrationally. But they are taking a few extreme cases and pretending this is a norm. We on the opposition know that this is a gross exaggeration. Take, for example, the millions of people who find fulfillment and comfort in their faith. They aren't committing acts of violence or abandoning knowledge. They are living literal lives because of the sense of purpose and community that miracles provide. When people experience or hear about a miracle, it brings them together, gives them hope, and strengthens their sense of belonging. This is why we win the clash. The proposition will help you believe that if you believe in miracles, you don't believe in science. They argue that this is harmful, especially when it comes to issues like healthcare. But I want you to know that this is false. Believing in miracles does not mean rejecting science. People can seek medical treatment and still pray for divine intervention. In fact, for many, belief in miracles provides comfort during rough times, when science alone can't explain everything. This is why our side is stronger on this point. We recognize that people turn to faith and miracles in times of hardship, and this doesn't replace the reliance on medical care, and it actually complements medical care instead. For all these reasons and more, side with us, the motion must fall.
After this debate, we still firmly believe that government side should win this debate. In this speech, I'm going to summarize our main arguments and explain the main clashes and why we should win this debate. Our main argument is about how people get brainwashed and start to think illogically, which can be very dangerous. We believe that it can be very dangerous and the impact is very big. For example, like I already mentioned, Muslim terrorists sometimes blow up people of other religions because they believe that they will go to heaven as a miracle. This is very, very harmful because then that means that people from Muslims will blow up other religions, which is very bad. Opposition states that religion is at an all-time low because science has explained more and more things now that previously were described as miracles. This exactly summarizes our main arguments and explain why our side should win this debate. Firstly, our opponent's point is completely nonsense. Firstly, we tell the opposition says that religion is an all-time low because science has explained more and more things that are previously described as miracles. This is actually exactly our point. When science can explain miracles, people may not feel the need for religion anymore. Miracles can cause religious people to become extreme. What happens when two religious people have conflicting miracles? It often leads to wars and conflict, which turns people off from religion overall. And also, we tell that, for example, Muslim terrorists sometimes blow up people of other religions because they believe that they will go to heaven as a miracle. This is very bad because there's no scientific belief and there's no evidence for this kind of action. And we also tell that because there's no scientific belief, it's simply irresponsible because these Muslim terrorists should not blow up people of other religions because it's against the law and it harms other people's life. And we believe that our side should win today because we provide you with a larger impact. We tell a lot of miracles, they actually don't exist. There's no scientific proof to it. So people believing it will actually mean that these people will be in the world of miracles. They don't know that they need to work hard to become rich. They don't know that they need to work hard to achieve their goal. People will just wait all day and pray much more harder for God to give them a lot of things and give them a lot of benefits. However, this is just completely untrue, and there's no scientific evidence behind this. And so we believe that it will make more and more people into danger. So that's why we believe that we should win on the trash, as our side benefits much and much more people. So that therefore you should vote for a proportional ballot, because if you don't vote for a proportional ballot, more and more people will be in a disaster, because these people, they will just like pray all day, but however pray all day for the God to get the benefits. However, there's no scientific proof for this. Therefore, pro ballot. Thank you.